Hi guys, Dazzie here with another episode of my top 20 selling comic books of the week. This time is episode 102 and it's long overdue. Today I'm going to be discussing the best selling comics on eBay for the week ending the 3rd of December 2020. Now, since coverprice.com came on the scene, they've become a go-to spot for watching eBay trends on comics, and they scour thousands of eBay sales to culminate data to spotlight the hottest selling books. As always guys, let's find out if you can beat me, because most people normally do. Sporting the Mandalorian shirt tonight. Oh my days, how epic was that finale. Exciting times ahead. Starting in at number 20 is a book from 1992. It is a stalwart on my top 20, and he always seems to sell and sell well despite being mass produced. The book in question, Spawn, issue number 1. Yep, the first solo titled Spawn book. Whole host of first appearances in this book. First appearance of Mel Boggia, Wanda Fitzgerald, Sam and Twitch, Jason Wynn, Stephen Percival. This is the second title published by Image Comics. Some gorgeous Todd McFarlane artwork in this book. And a lot of those first appearances I just named appeared in the very first Spawn movie, which is a bit of a B movie, but it's in my DVD collection. Of course, we are getting a rebooted Spawn film at some point, and I think Jamie Foxx is still attached with Jeremy Renner too, playing either Sam or Twitch. I think it's Sam. But collectors just love this book, and it sold 27 copies this time round. It had a 7-day trend plus 84% and a high sale CGC 9.8, went for $140. Sometimes they were around about 120. I think they've been as high as 170. So it's in that range for a 9.8. I paid £1.31 to the legend. That was Car Boot Tony, and that was way back in early 2018. Said it before, he came to my house like the Christmas Santa and really delivered lots of nice cheap key issues. Number 19 on our list is a book I hope you grabbed, because I made a hot comic book alert about this on the Monday, and then the book came out on the Wednesday. This is a book that seems to keep bouncing on and off of my list, but I advise you to watch this one closely because I think it is worth a pickup, especially when the season 2 of Batwoman finally arrives. The book in question is a gorgeous cover from my favourite modern day artist. It is Batgirl issue 50 from the legendary Joshua Middleton. Look at that. That is an absolute stunner, isn't it? Like I say, this is the first appearance of Ryan Wilder, an in-story comics depiction of the new CW Batwoman. Okay, guys? So look out for her. I like the look of what I've seen of the costume on the new actress. Wasn't the biggest fan of Ruby Rose. This is the final issue of this Batgirl series, and Joshua Middleton put out a ton of really stunning covers. Of course, Batgirl 23, for me, being the pick of them. Probably my favourite cover ever. This book, this time round, sold 23 copies. It had a 7-day trend plus 108% and a high sale CGC 9.8. Yeah, they're out there already. Went for $79.01. I've got a couple of copies, paid £5.50 each for them. It is a Joker War Fallout tie-in. Number 18 on our list is a recent Marvel book. And it's another great Miles cover that's hanging still around in the top 20. The book in question, Amazing Spider-Man, issue 53. And this comes from Tsang, and it's a 1 in 10 variant. It's a nice one, guys. Like I said it before, my LCSs do not pick up a lot of these variants. A little bit too small to pick up the incentives, so I don't really get a chance of them. But I certainly wouldn't overpay for incentives that don't have real like key in the guts of the book, you know, like a first appearance or an origin or a death. That's just me. That book sold 24 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 95% and a high sale raw copy went for $23.89. Not bad for an incentive at all. Now, number 17 on our list. I'm excited about this one because, as we all know, everything Star Wars is pure fire right now. The Mandalorian is just gold, isn't it? It's absolute gold. After the pretty bang average sequel trilogy, we're back on track, thanks to Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. Now we've got the book that started it all, started this craze that is the Star Wars universe in comics. The book from 1977 is Star Wars issue number 1. Yeah, I've got a CGC, mid-grade, 5.5. I paid 100 quid for it. Don't laugh, guys. I had to have it. I'm not going to pay 200-300 quid, so I was satisfied with this one. This is the book that started it all. Like I say, from 1977. It's the first appearance of Luke, Leia, you name it, Darth Vader, Stormtroopers. I'm slowly building up a bit of a collection of the original 1977 run. That is a series I would love to complete at some point. What did it do this time round? Well, it sold 19 copies. It had a 7-day trend plus 128%, and a high sale CGC 9.6 went for $524.99. Yeah, it's a little bit more than my £100 mid-grader, but you get what you can afford, guys, don't you? I'd love to upgrade that one day. Number 16 on our list is a book that I'll never own. I have the facsimile, and I think that is what I'll have to settle for unless Carboot Tony can deliver. The book is the big boy book of Marvel Comics. It comes from 1974, and it could be a first appearance, or first full appearance, may I say, of Incredible Hulk issue 181. The first full appearance, of course, of Wolverine. Makes his cameo in 180. And I'd even like to get my hands on that book. But like I say, I've missed the boat, I think. Got into the game a little bit too late. And of course, they're trying, by all accounts, to try and get Hugh Jackman back. And what a coup that would be. Can you imagine seeing him into one of those multiverse films? I could see it happening. One and done for Hugh on his return, but that would be just so great for us fans. What did it do this time round? Well, it sold 12 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 128% and a high sale. A 7-day trend of plus 232% with a high sale. Get ready for it. CGC 9.2. First Wolverine went for $7,600. Oh my days. Number 15 on our list is a book from 1980. It is a Marvel book, and it is a book that a lot of collectors are now turning to because Werewolf by Night issue 32 is out of the price range for a lot of people. Unfortunate, I managed to get a nice 8.0. I paid about 100 odd quid for it, about 120 I think I paid for it. It's worth about 1,500 now. That is the kind of prices you're going to have to pay for the first appearance of Mark Spector. And now Oscar Isaac is being lined up as the potential actor to play that role. And it's a good role. The book in question this time round, like I say, is Moon Knight issue number 1 from 1980, his first solo series. And I think people are turning to this one as well because it's the first appearance of a character, a villain called Bushman. And I believe Bushman is being lined up for the Disney Plus Moon Knight show. I still think Werewolf by Night issue 33 is vastly undervalued. I picked up a mid-grade copy for 8 quid. The second appearance, I'll take that over Moon Knight number 1. But again, that's just me. That book sold 18 copies. It had a 7-day trend plus 178% and a high sale CGC 9.8 went for $510. So there's value there. I've turned them away in the past at £5 and £10, but they've usually been pretty mid-grade copies. 14 on our list, and this issue features the first appearance of the White Tiger. Now, it was recently announced that actor Tenoch Huerta will be the villain in Black Panther 2. I don't know how many of you guys know about that. Now, while it's not revealed who will play the character, speculation has favoured White Tiger, hence the spike in price. The book in question, number 14 on our list, is Spectacular Spider-Man issue number 9 from 1977. Here's your book, guys. I do like that cover. Nice bit of bronze. That's the kind of book you'll find at a car boot or a flea market, in my opinion. That book sold 13 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 233% and a high sale CGC 9.4 went for $49.95. Now, like I say, is he going to be the villain? Is the White Tiger going to be the villain in Black Panther 2? Time will tell. Number 13 on our list is the foil version of a book I have. Number 13 on our list is Something is Killing the Children. Number 1, the local comic shop day foil variant, guys. Here's your book. We all know the cover, guys. Very, very similar to the Big Boy book. And the Big Boy book is what I have. Yes, I picked up this one the day it came out. And I also have the variant to it as well. Basically, a small American town in crisis is visited by a strange woman who claims she can see and slay invisible monsters that are savagely killing their children. That's a lovely Werther Del Adira cover. I think that's got option written all over it, and I think that is why this book is so expensive now. Probably the modern day Walking Dead as it's turning out to be. Well, the foil variant people are turning to because they can't afford that one now. It sold 30 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 126% and a high sale CGC 9.8 went for $79, and that was on a pre-order. Number 12 on our list, guys, is more Spider-Man. And like Jen Bartel's Dr. Aphra cover, sometimes a nice variant is enough to make it sell. The book in question, number 12 on our list, is Amazing Spider-Man, issue 53, the 1 in 10 Hickey variant. Hickey. Here's the book, guys. It's a nice cover. I must admit, I've not seen that one on my hunts. Not that I pick up too many modern books this day and age. What did it do? Well, it sold 33 copies, that incentive, and it had 7-day trend and plus 82% with a high sale raw copy of $24.99. Again, not bad for a 1 in 10. And number 11 on our list is a book, kind of beating myself up a little bit about this one because I was in the Worcester comic shop recently, Out of This World, and they had this book in the shop along with Star Wars 42, of course, the first appearance of Boba Fett, and they just had it a little bit overpriced, that Boba Fett, at $150. I would say it was probably about a 6.5, 7.0. I was having a little sniff, but it was just a little bit rich. I think I can find it cheaper. But they also had this issue, and it comes from 1983. And this issue introduces Boba Fett, which includes his origin and the first appearance of the Mandalorians. And if you haven't heard, the Mandalorian is pretty hot at the moment. The book in question is Star Wars issue 68. It is that book from the first volume from Marvel. And like I say, this was in the Worcester shop for 60 quid. And I really should have had it. They had a Star Wars number 1 VG copy there as well for 60 quid. But I did pick up a few there. I picked up issue 8, issue 16. I picked up a nice, I think is it issue 81. Where Boba Fett appears from the Sarlacc. That cost me about 3 quid. That book's crazy right now. But what is this one doing at the moment? I'll tell you its numbers. It sold 11 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 257% and a CGC 9.8 went for a staggering $1,400. Star Wars 68. This was a book you could have picked up probably 20 quid a year or so ago. Mental money these days. Star Wars is on fire. And we're into the big top 10, guys. And I've got to speed things up a little bit. Sticking with Star Wars. Number 10 on our list. A book from 2015. So much potential with this book. I'll say no more. We're going with Kanan, issue number 1 from Star Wars. The first appearance of Sabine Wren, a Mandalorian warrior. The first cameo appearance of Ezra Bridger. The first appearance of Kanan Jarrus. Lovely Mark Brooks cover. Of course, Sabine Wren is rumoured to be appearing with Ahsoka, probably in the Ahsoka spin-off show. This issue sold 34 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 129%, and a high sale CGC 9.8 went for $245. I paid £11.95 for mine, and that was April of this year. So you can see the kind of numbers it's hitting now. For Rawls now, you're probably thinking 50 quid. At least I would have thought. Number 9 on our list. It comes from 2016, and with the American Kaiju character appearing in King in Black crossover Planet of the Symbiotes storyline, his first appearance in this issue, it became instantly hot. Like I say, the book from 2016 is New Avengers issue number 9, and the first appearance of the American Kaiju. American Kaiju. I do like the big kaijus, I've got to be honest. Pacific Rim, yeah, I was alright with that. First one I liked a lot, second one not so much. But what did this first appearance of the American Kaiju bring? Well, it sold 23 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 196%, and a high sale CGC 9.6 went for $39.99. But Rawls are creeping up close to that, $25. So it's a book that's very affordable for 9.6. Number 8 on our list. And this is an interesting one, guys. I'm going to give you a sneak preview of a book I picked up for my next haul video. And Future State. Yeah, it is going to be packed with first appearances and potentially key characters for the DC down the road. And with the anticipation, collectors recognise that this issue could be very key since it features most of them in the local comic shop one-shot, one per store variant. The only difference is you've got a blue border, you've got a black border. Now, I was in my LCS the other day and I came across a box full of comics, and they had the blue ones everywhere. And I said to my friend, can I have one of these? And he said, of course you can, they're free. And then I found this, guys. Future State, yep. The 32-page promotional release with details about the 2-month-long event. And this is the one per store. As you can see, it has a black border. Oh my days. Yeah, limited to one per store. And what did I pay for it? A big fat £0. Yeah, this is easily a 40 to a £50 book. I told my mate, I said to him, I think this is a one per store. And he said, oh, I don't think it is. I mean, I wasn't certain myself, having not seen the book before. But it is what it is, and I got it for free. So thanks to my good friend who runs one of the local comic shops. This one per store black border variant sold 56 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 86%, and a high sale raw copy, went for $80. So my freebie is looking pretty good. Happy days with that. I was delighted to find that one. Number 7 on our list. Sticking with Star Wars. There's so much Star Wars at the moment. I spoke just a little while ago about a gorgeous Jen Bartel variant for Dr. Aphra. This is the 1 in 25 for Dr. Aphra issue number 6. And it's a great cover, guys. I'm slowly picking up a few Dr. Aphra books. This is this issue 6, the 1 in 25. Like I say, from Jen Bartel. Well, that cover from Jen Bartel sold 18 copies. It had a 7-day trend of 289%. And it had a high sale raw copy. Raw went for a staggering $180. So a book that is certainly on the rise. And it's a nice cover. Number 6 on our list is a book that is in my LCS. And I've been offered it for 15 quid. And I'm in an eye because I don't think there's too much in the guts. But it is a book that's shot off and was worth an absolute arm and a leg. But now it's coming back down. It's now worth around about £25 the last time I checked. The book in question, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin, issue number 1. We all know the book. It comes from IDW. This is the standard first print. Like I say, on offer for me for about 15 quid. Now I checked Key Collector's app, and I swear it said there were 71 variants of that book. 71! Oh, no, too much. What's going on, guys? That's insane, isn't it? Well, The Last Ronin sold 62 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 109%, and a high sale CGC 9.8 went for $189.99. I'll see where that book is in a couple of weeks, and I might snag that for 15. I haven't decided yet. Number 5 on our list, Star Wars again, this time from 2018. I've picked up a few this run recently. I picked up issue 4 and 6. The origin of Grand Admiral Thrawn comes in Star Wars Thrawn. And of course, Thrawn was name dropped in the Mandalorian TV show. He's going to be the main villain of the Ahsoka TV show going forwards. And I would think the big bad of the whole connected Star Wars TV universe. The book in question, number 5 on our list, is Star Wars Thrawn, issue number 1. The number 1 of his solo series. There we go. All about the origin in that one. And I think it's his first appearance, or it could be one of his first appearances outside of Heir to the Empire. That massive book with his first appearance. Well, what did that book do? Well, the first issue sold 17 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 423%, with a high sale raw copy going for $24.99. Issue 6 in particular is going really well at the moment. That's the first meeting between Darth Vader and Thrawn, as well as his origin. Now, number 4 on our list, yeah, this is a character I've noticed it was going up, and it's come back down a little bit, but this comes from 1980, and the character is Mr. A, who doesn't have an extensive history, which makes this a nice and tidy first appearance. His reintroduction to the pages of Symbiote Spider-Man has spurred a ton of interest, causing this issue to skyrocket in price from the depths of the quarter bins. Yeah, this was a dollar fodder all day long until now. Number 4 on our list is Marvel Spotlight, issue number 9, the first appearance of Mr. A, and this is the newsstand copy, guys. I know my good friend Lyric Magic Moments picked up a copy for not too much at all. There's the book, Marvel Spotlight, issue 9, the first appearance of Mr. A. He's just made a bit of a comeback, like I said. What did that newsstand do? Well, it sold 34 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 274%, and a high sale near mint raw copy. Oh my days. Really, for this book? Went for $199. Not on your Nelly for me. Number 3 on our list. We're staying there, guys. I've just showed you the newsstand. Number 3 on our list is the direct edition to the same book. Instead of the barcode, we've now got Spidey's face. That's the telling difference. What was the figures like on this one? Because this is crazy stuff, isn't it? Well, it sold 26 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 461%, and a high sale, oh my days, high grade raw copy. Raw went for $275. Normally newsstands take the lead, but the direct edition has smashed it this time round. Number 2 on our list. This book has excited me, and I just spoke about Thrawn. I'll say no more than Star Wars, Heir to the Empire, issue number 1. Yeah, the big boy book, guys. This book is going for crazy money now. Now, mine's got a big corner crunch on the back. It needs a press, but I bought the entire run, and it works out to £3.95 each per copy. This is the first appearance of Grand Admiral Thrawn, who is Myth Raw Nerodo, for those of you who don't know. It's also the first appearance of another character speculated on for a future show, Mara Jade, the wife of Luke Skywalker. Now, I don't think she'll be his wife, but I think we could see Mara. It's also the first appearance of Joris Carboth, Rook, and Talon Karday. These are Heir to the Empire novels I had way back in the day when I was a young kid. Of course, then Dark Horse made it a series. And Grand Admiral Thrawn is a great character. Obviously, we saw him in the Rebels TV show. They took a poll, and I think Benedict Cumberbatch was the favourite that the people wanted to be as Grand Admiral Thrawn, which I thought was a pretty good effort. Okay, this book sold 98 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 203% and a high sale CGC 9.8 went for $1,000. $1,000. I think I saw a copy of this years back in the car boot and I didn't even pick it up. But yeah, like I say, if they're out there, if you can find them, obviously snag one, but don't pay these silly monies unless it's a graded copy, of course. A great book all the same, and happy to have it in my collection. And we're at number 1 on the list, guys. It is a recent book, and right now collectors seem to like 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th printings, multiple printings. I am not a big fan of the multiple printings. I've said it before, but it's got an audience, and apparently people like it even more when Kamala Khan is on the cover. Number 1 on our list this week is Champions number 1 from Marvel 2020, and it is the 2nd printing, and it is a nice Kamala Khan cover. Champions Outlawed. There we go, guys. That's our number 1, the 2nd printing. And what did its numbers do? Because it sold, and it sold very well. It sold 40 copies. It had a 7-day trend plus 667% with a high sale raw copy for that 2nd printing. Went for $35.15. That's a wrap, guys. How many did I get? How many do you have to beat? 1, 2, 3. I'm not including my Something Is Killing the Children. 4, 5. And with the big boy, 6. 6 out of 20 for Daz. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe. All of you have a lovely Christmas and New Year. Hopefully speak to you soon. Like and subscribe. Bye.